No Face has asked for my thoughts on a silent protagonist versus a voiced protagonist. Silent protagonists are intended as blank canvases that the player can project their own personality or their own ideas onto while they're playing through a story. The problem with that for me is that my own personality is massive troll, bit of a dickhead. So most stories fall apart if I'm trying to project my own personality onto a character. It just doesn't work having me the hero walking around saying, get out of the way, dickhead, and trying to put slippers in people's mouths or whatever I'm going to do in a video game. For me, if a story is trying to tell like a human story, a personal story that wants any kind of emotional impact, I need a voiced, well-acted, well-written protagonist to tell that story for me, because otherwise I'm going to ruin it. That obviously doesn't apply to every game. There are plenty of games that don't need to have that emotional impact, that don't need a character that talks, that are kind of gameplay first, go and have fun. But a storied game that wants to hit me in the feels, keep me out of it. Everything's a little bit different in my special niche space. So if you don't know me, I play an awful lot of virtual reality games. In virtual reality, a voiced protagonist can be very, very jarring. So Fallout VR is a good example, because the main character in that is fully voiced with dialogue choices, and it's jarring. It's horrible to be standing in a room talking to someone and have the words coming out of your mouth and not be your words. So if you don't know me, I'm a stupid dickhead that wants you to hit me in the face. So in virtual reality, things are entirely different. And in that space, this is relevant. Skyrim VR has a mod called Dragonborn Speaks Naturally, and it sounds a little bit silly, but the way that it works is Skyrim will present its usual dialogue choices that you're familiar with, and you can speak them out loud, and the game will recognize what you've said and carry on the conversation from there.
I'm looking for work. This whole dragon slaying thing is difficult. Can I have a job here in your hotel thing?
All right then.
I think is it. I think I'm hired.
And that is so surprisingly good. It's so fun to act out and actually have that conversation. It's like a best of both worlds. So you're not able to entirely troll and ruin the game. I still do quite a lot. This is where the buckets on the head come in. But you're not able to completely ruin the conversations because it is structured, but you are speaking the words yourself, and it adds so much, and it's absolutely brilliant. I can't imagine that translating to flat screen pancake games. I'm not usually a fan of talking to technology. There's not really a good reason why it wouldn't work there. I just couldn't see myself doing it. But in VR, so this doesn't really answer your question because I'm going for a stupid non-answer, but my absolute favorite, Dragonborn Speaks Naturally, voiced protagonist, voiced by myself. Trolling's fun too though. Any more questions? Hit them in the comments on Twitter, on the YouTube, on the Game On Daily, on the internet, wherever. Just ask and I will answer if I can.